In the dense Nishad forest, far from the grand halls of Hastinapur, lived a young boy with fire in his heart and devotion in his soul. Eklavya, the son of a tribal chief. He wasn't born into royalty, nor trained by celestial beings, but what he did possess was a single, unshakable dream to become the greatest archer the world had ever seen. When tales of Guru Dronacharya's unmatched mastery reached his ears, Eklavya journeyed barefoot to the royal Gurukul, hoping to become his disciple. But Dronacharya, loyal to Hastinapur and its hierarchy, refused him. A tribal boy, a pupil among princes. The rigid social order didn't permit such rebellion. But Eklavya wasn't disheartened. If he could not learn from Dronacharya, he would still honor him. Deep in the forest, he crafted a murti of Dronacharya with his own hands, an idol that would become his silent teacher. Day and night, he practiced relentlessly, without a guide, without praise, without recognition. And yet, his skill grew beyond measure. One day, as fate would have it, the royal princess stumbled upon a dog whose mouth was sealed shut with arrows. Yet, not a single drop of blood had been shed. It was precision they had never seen before. Stunned, they followed the trail and found him, Eklavya, the boy who had taught himself what others were taught by gods. When Dronacharya asked how he learned the craft, Eklavya folded his hands and said, "Guruvar, I consider you to be my teacher." But this devotion came at a price. Fearing that Eklavya would surpass Arjun, his favorite student, Dronacharya made a cruel request, Guru Dakshina. He asked Eklavya for his right thumb, and without protest, without bitterness, Eklavya smiled and cut it off. In an instant, he sacrificed not just his thumb, but his dreams, his pride, and perhaps even his rightful place in history. But here lies the tragedy. His story was never told by the victors. The Mahabharata remembers the heroes of war, but not always the heroes of silence. Eklavya never fought in the Kurukshetra war. He didn't stand in glory beside the Pandavas, but his life echoes louder than the clash of any weapon. His obedience was greater than Arjun's skill, and his sacrifice deeper than any crown could reward. He was the archer who bowed to his teacher without ever being accepted, a warrior who proved that talent needs neither a throne nor a title, only devotion. Eklavya remains, to this day, the embodiment of silent greatness, the story that lives not in verses but in the conscience of anyone who's ever been told you're not enough. So now I want to ask you, was Eklavya truly lesser than Arjun, or was he simply written out of history because he didn't belong to the right world? Let me know in the comments.